Hey there, Coach Devin here. Let's talk about sugar. So last night, it's summertime, and I took the girls, my family and we went and got ice cream. Now, I'm a bit of an ice cream guy. I'll be honest with you, if we have ice cream in the house, I'm the guy that is likely to eat that ice cream, especially in the middle of the night. It's like crack cocaine for me. I can't stop. So I don't tend to buy ice cream, because if I buy ice cream, I'll eat ice cream. However, a treat for me and my family is to go out and get ice cream, because that way I can, sort of feed that craving a little bit without actually having it in the house and overeating. And while we were out, one of my kids said to me, Dad, is ice cream really that bad for you? And I said, yeah, actually, it is pretty bad. It's the sugar, blah, 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 blah. I kind of went into a little bit of a spiel about that. And they said, okay, but is sugar that bad? And I thought, that's a good question, because I've been spouting how bad sugar is for you for a long time. And I thought, I'm going to look into this. So I spent some time looking into it. And you know what? It turns out, yes, sugar is very bad for you. So let's break down sugar in your body. So first and foremost, people say all the time, well, is sugar really that bad? Sugar sometimes makes me feel good. I like it. I eat M&Ms. It makes me feel good. If you're like me and you're eating ice cream, you enjoy the ice cream. Is it all that bad? Okay, first off, is sugar addictive? If you're looking at addiction as a straight, opiate, cocaine, alcohol addiction, sugar checks some of those boxes, but not all of them. However, where sugar actually becomes addictive is the fact that it releases the reward system in your brain. So when you have sugar, you feel like you have been rewarded. So the chemicals in your brain, when you have sugar, fire off, and you feel like you've had a big reward, which is kind of like me when I go out to have sugar, in the form of ice cream. I like ice cream. I feel, oh, this is really fun. It's good, whatever. So that is where the problems with sugar arise, because for all of us, it's not just that the sugar is bad for you. And I'm going to get into the bad for you and exactly some of the things sugar will do to you in a minute. But what is interesting and kind of dangerous is the fact that sugar cues that reward system in your body. So in your brain, you think you now have been rewarded, and you feel you deserve a reward when you get sugar. Now that is a problem, because sugar is in a lot of things nowadays. Sometimes there's sugar in stuff that you wouldn't even think is in there. Tonic water. Go take a look at tonic water at the grocery store. It's action-packed with sugar. Doesn't taste like it, but it is. Well, why would they put sugar in so many things out there? What is the point? Well, the point is because it's mildly addictive. It hits those dopamine levels, etc., in your brain. You feel good and you want more. So if I'm in the food industry and I have product Y, and my product Y people like, it's okay, but if I action-pack product Y with sugar, people will say, wow, I love it because it makes me feel good inside. Well, should I put sugar in my product? Of course I should put sugar in my product. If I want to sell the product, that's my job, right? I'm trying to sell this product. Of course I should put sugar in the product, which is why the food industry action-packs sugar into everything you can imagine. You will be amazed if you start reading the side of labels how much sugar there are in things. Look at the label. Go down to the ingredient list, take a look at it, and see where sugar lands in those ingredient lists, because they list it from the most to the least. Now, sometimes they hide stuff. High-yield corn syrup, that's sugar. Most things that end in OSE are sugar too. Fructose, glucose, that stuff is sugar too. And if it's in the first three ingredients, that means there's a lot of it in there. Why is it in there? Because it's mildly addictive. Because it hits those pleasure points in your brain, the reward system kicks in, and you feel like it's good for me. It's, this is something that I enjoy, and I enjoy it because I deserve it. I deserve it. Okay, so that is why there's sugar in a lot of things. The food industry is just trying to sell. They don't care about your health. The food industry isn't in the health industry. I'm in the health industry. I've been in the health industry for 26 years. The food industry is in the selling shit industry. That's what they want to do. So they need to sell it. Putting sugar in helps because of what it does chemically to your brain. Now let's talk about what sugar does negatively to you. Now everybody will say, okay, yeah, I have sugar. Maybe I'm going to get some acne. Okay, well, acne sucks. Nobody wants acne. But not the end of the world, probably. As an adult, you're probably not going to let less acne. People aren't going to get action-packed with acne these days. But you might get acne. But there's more things than acne. It's weight gain. Sugar gives you calories that are empty calories. And as everybody understands out there, I hope you understand out there, if you eat too many calories, you will get fatter. That's how this works. Take your body weight, multiply it by 10 in pounds. So your body weight in pounds multiplied by 10, that's how many calories you need in an average day to survive. If you drink a big can of pop and it has 400 calories in it, those are empty calories because there's no nutritional value. With no nutritional value, you don't feel full. If you're not satiated, you can tend to eat more. That's why sugar can cause weight gain, because it doesn't fill you up. It does not fill you up, but it gives you a lot of calories. The extra calories make you fat. So sugar itself is not what makes you fat. It's the extra calories, but it makes it easier to have more calories. So that's that one. What else does sugar do? Well, sugar can cause type 2 diabetes. Nobody wants that. Now, some people I'm sure out there will say, Devin, type 2 diabetes, and argue with me about diabetes. Diabetes comes from type 2 diabetes. It's not talking type 1. Type 1 is the shit you're born with. If you have type 1 diabetes, you can't control that. That's genetically who you are. It's like me having to have a testosterone supplement because my testosterone level is low. I can't control it. It's not anything I did to myself. It's not because I'm, working out too hard. It is because that's just the way my body is. So type 1 diabetes is not caused by food choices. Never is. Type 2 diabetes is caused by exercise and food choices. That is a lifestyle diabetes right there. If you have too much sugar, you raise your risk of getting type 2 diabetes significantly. You just do. Those are the facts. Now, nobody wants type 2 diabetes because diabetes in general is a tough thing to have. It will lower your life expectancy. It causes all kinds of problems depending on how bad it is. Do you really want to take injections, be on insulin pump, pills, whatever for the rest of your life? Too much sugar can cause that problem. But even more dangerous, sugar also has been linked to cancer. Now, the big C, nobody wants the big C. Now, my mom had cancer 4 times. She beat it 4 times. So, you can beat cancer. But I can tell you this, I would prefer not to have cancer. Having seen my mom go through cancer a couple times, she had it when I was super little, and then she had it, obviously, several other times after that. You don't want to go through it. You go through radiation and chemo sucks. You don't want that. Sugar in high doses over time can cause cancer in your body. Those are some facts. So if you don't want cancer, maybe sugar not a good choice for you. Now, I'm not saying you can't have sugar ever. That's one of the things that people get on this black, white, you got it, this is the way it is. If I say no sugar, Devin, I'll never eat sugar again. That is stupid. Don't fall for that. It's ridiculous. Yes, you can have sugar. Obviously, you can have sugar. I just told you I went and had ice cream. It's okay. Where you want to be smart about it is moderation. Everything in life is about moderation. I'm just trying to give you information on what sugar does to you in your brain, how it makes you feel, and some of the side effects that it can cause over time if you have a lot of sugar in your diet. But saying you're going to cut out sugar and never have sugar again, that's stupid. You will have sugar again. But that's okay. You can have sugar. I have ice cream. Sometimes, when we have movie night, we have M&Ms. It's not killing me. It's not making me fat. I don't overeat the M&Ms. Now, if the ice cream is in the house, I'm going to eat it, which is why I don't bring it into the house, because it's stupid of me. I don't want to overeat it, right? So you got to make good decisions. You have to think forward and say, if there's something like M&Ms, you got to eat an entire bag that's like that big, don't buy the whole big bag, buy a smaller bag. But it's not the end of the world to have sugar. I am not advocating cutting sugar out completely. That's not what I'm saying. And when I'm talking about sugar, let's be very clear, I'm not talking about apples and bananas, okay? Yes, there is sugar in apples and bananas, but it's a different structure. And the reason sugar is different in fruits than it is in an O. Henry chocolate bar is because there's fiber in that fruit. It takes time to break that down. So your body does some different things with that. I don't just eat that apple and instantaneously I have a huge insulin spike in my blood. That's not the way it works because the fiber slows down the digestion. So that I'm not talking about apples and oranges and bananas and stuff like that. I am talking about junk food. I am talking about the ice cream that I love. I am talking about O. Henry bars. I'm talking about M&Ms. I'm talking about table sugar. If you're putting, 4 scoops of sugar into your, or scoops, teaspoons of sugar in your coffee. You can tell I don't drink coffee every day. That kind of stuff. That's the sugar I'm talking about. That's the sugar you have to limit. Think about it. Make wise decisions. You don't have to cut it out completely. Just make smart decisions, guys. If you make smart decisions, Your body will reward you. You will be more fit. You will be more healthy, and you will be happier. More sugar is not the answer. It may feel in your brain like it's the answer, but it's not. Hope everybody has an amazing day. If you have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, comment them, write them, send me a message. I would love to help out. Have yourself an amazing day, guys. Don't fight the awesome.